Good evening, one and all, and welcome to the Bvtcc. We are at Croft tonight. It is round 6, and we're about to get underway for qualifying. You know, it's 7-8 minutes. So what we'll do is we will get rid of that, and first things we're going to do tonight is we're going to have a quick look at the team standings, and that is the team standings at the moment. It looks like Unlimited Esports are running away with this one, and it's pretty much going to be just them all the way to the end. I don't think anybody's going to catch them. Yes, that's team standings. Driver standings are looking a bit closer than they were before, due to our new boost system, keeping things a little closer. We then have our independent standings, where Ivan Samuel has took the top there. I have noticed one thing really funny there, and that Ivan Samuel has got 130 points, but he's got 122 there. But it is still quite close. And then we have our Jack Sears trophy, and that is led by Stuart Bartley to Hugo Smeets and William Martin. Lawrence Green is 4th, and Luke Simmons 5th. Still pretty close, considering there's still 5 rounds to go, 4 rounds to go. So we will be getting underway to qualifying very, very soon. Thank you very much. Why is that not disappearing? Oh, that's why. Pressing the wrong one. So we're going to get rid of that intro. We're going to bring the timer up so we can see how long we've got left. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I don't have my chat up. So where is my chat? Not that I should be really talking to you lot. There it is. I can't share in my own channel. So there's your current championship leader, Callum Wilson. So this time around we have a totally different format of qualifying. We are now going to do 2 qualifying sessions, where we will have 2 10-minute sessions. The first session will be obviously Q1, and that will be for everybody. Then Q2 will be for the top 6, but however, they will not get a 1-lap shootout anymore. They will get another 10 minutes to improve their lap. In Q1, everybody is allowed to use boost, and in Q2, nobody is using boost. So hopefully that's nice and simple for people. In the meantime, as we only have 1 minute 40 left, I'm going for a pee. Oh, that's timing. Look at that. I'm back. Took me 1 minute, 1 minute and 10 seconds to pee. There's a bit of useful information for you guys. It's our current independent champion, leader, and I've just seen a funky thing wrong with his car. Yeah, it is. That's me. Ooh, gets it a little bit wrong there. Into the barrier he goes. Oh, Stuart Bartley. Is it raining? Hello. Hopefully everything is sounding good. You can hear the cars, you can hear me. Unfortunately, you can hear me. No, it's not. What? Oh, raining. It's just the way they went. Funny. Oh, dear me. So, I love trying to fill dead air. Here we go. We are on to the next session. I know it says P in the corner, but that is the only way we can do this. So P1, P2 is qualifying 1. Ooh, that changed a little bit. So everyone will be out to do their laps. Put the... Oh, bit of a stutter there. And out of the pit is Alan Axon first. So, qualifying 1, 10 minutes on the clock. Every competitor will have boost, so that means every one of them could potentially make it through to the top 6. Apart from, unfortunately, Simon Trebek and Stuart Bartley, who had a couple of penalties, got a penalty last round, and unfortunately they got a qualifying ban. That's no problem. We all know Trebek is a very, very talented young man, and he shall make his way through the field pretty quickly. So, that looks like everyone is... So welcome on in, everybody. Welcome on in. So, who do we have starting a lap? I believe Alan Axon is the first one on a flying lap. Alan sets the bar with a 28.227 for sector 1. Dave Brewster, and now Patrick sets the fastest sector 1 of the 28.162. Alan second sector is at 29.224. There you go, you can see it on the screen now. Is Patrick going to have enough to get And Dave Brewster. Oh, no, Patrick now takes sector 2. Oh, getting that beamer very sideways. And with the first time on the board, it's Anthony Hyde with a 123.393. Patrick jumps to the top with 121.3. Downward 3 tenths back. Bruce just over a second. Let's have a look what Callum can do. He's got a personal sector 2, but not the best. Pops in at 120.8, 4 tenths quicker than Patrick. Hugo Smeets. Hazard Light Racing. Like Axon backed out of his lap, to be honest. He's not got a time on the board. Like Callum is going again. Patrick still holds the quickest sector 1 time, 27.6. Oh, it's that curve and he gets it all up in the air. Evening, Simon. It's a shame about your penalty, mate. I do feel for you. But I know you're good, and I know you'll get back through the field pretty quick. I know you like the challenge. Callum, does he improve? He does a little bit. So it's Wilson, Patrick to Samuel, Dowman, Cully and Bruce to make top 6. So those were the ones that will advance if it stays as it is. Aaron Jackson having a good qualifying at the moment. P8. Hugo Smeets says having a mare, to be fair. Yes, I am a poet. Get that beamer just on the edge all the time. Is Callum going to improve yet again, or is he not? 2 purple sectors. He does indeed. Stretches it to 6 tenths now to Samuel, who's popped up into P2 there. Samuel with a personal sector 1 there. Axon pops himself into P4 now, getting a time in. And Luke Simmons put himself into the top 6. Wilson into the pits. I think he's done there. That's him. Oh my god, I've just noticed Alan Axon's time. He's a just under 2 tenths. Patrick's improved as well. big one here is Luke Simmons here, who we're watching now. He's up into P6 at the moment. He's holding that P6 spot. Couple of attempts back from his... Oh, and Dowman has just pipped him. Oh no, Brewster, sorry. Back up into the top 5. While we're watching Callum. He's not even out on track. Ivan Samuel in 4th place. Going around the hairpin. What's he got? He's got a lovely little toe there from Cully. Samuel pops himself back into P3. It's Dowman now on the bubble. Stop going to Callum. He's not on the track. This is the man that's in the drop zone. Sam Dowman. However, it looks like Simmons is in the pits, so that could be it for Simmons. So's Anthony Hyde. He's in the pits. Smeets is in the pits. The only person that could potentially topple him from the top 6 is Cully. Can we have a look at Cully? What is Cully up to with his lap times? He's bloody Callum Wilson. Bloody camera. Cully makes a beeline for the pits, and that is that. That is all done and dusted there. Sam Dowman has managed to scrape through by the skin of his teeth. It's Wilson, Axon, Patrick, Samuel, Brewster, and Dowman making the top 6 that will all advance to qualifying 2, where they will have 0 boost next time round. I must apologise, we are going to be going for an ad in about a minute, but if I let this ad run through, we shouldn't get another ad for at least 45 minutes. So there we go. Just a couple of people just returning to the pits. Patrick popped himself into P3. Just under 2 tenths back from... I don't know what he's doing there. He better not be escaping to the pits. He better not be. He did. So here we go now. This is qualifying 2, where only the top 6 will be allowed out. So, Callum Wilson getting out early, getting that banker lapping. Once nobody has set the time yet. This is top 6. Wilson, Axon, Patrick, Samuel, Brewster and Damon. Patrick setting the benchmark with sector 1 with a 28.059. That's flashing up purple. Ivan Samuel setting the sector 2 alight for 28.332, purple sector. I don't know why we're still on. We're looking at these guys. Here he comes, Ivan Samuel, and Patrick sets the benchmark of a 121.4. Damon is 0.97 behind. This is Ivan Samuel, 21.361. We've got Brewster just in the background there, setting the time, and he is 2 temps down from that too. And it is absolutely boiling in here. Ivan Samuel with purple sector 1. Callum Wilson. Purple sector 1 now. Here with Dave Brewster, who's got a purple sector 1. But this is not absolute best sector 1. It's just his absolute best. Can Brewster improve? The answer is no. He stays where he is, P4. Wilson about to set his lap. It's a 20.8. But the BMW might need some more of that lovely lead weight in the boot. Axon, the only one who's not set a time as yet. Brewster personal best. It's Will Croft. Sunny in. Sector 2 going to be, is it going to be a green? It's a purple, sector 2. Absolute best by the looks of it. Around there, only the hairpin to go now. Samuel crossing the line. Doesn't improve. Brewster's gonna. Up to P3 goes Dave Brewster. Lap time improved to a 1:21.2. Alan Axon now. Let's see where he can get. Axon puts himself into P4. Oh, that was close. Nearly a car coming out of the pits then. Patrick on the ragged edge. Bruce Sunny in. Personal best sector. Down in sector 2 though. Around the hairpin. 3 minutes to go on the clock. Wilson, Samuel, Brewster, Axon, Patrick. And now it's Patrick who's done the same kind of lap time as last time. He was just over 2 tenths. That put him up into P2. Alan Wilson in the pits. I don't think he's going to come out again, you know. I think he might. Oh no, he is coming out. I bet he thought he was safe. Personal best for Ivan Samuel in sector 1. Dave Brewster sat in the pits. Keep a check on Ivan Samuel. He makes his way through Barcroft. Sonny in, Sonny out. Up the complex and the hairpin to go, but he's down in sector 2. Alan is down in sector 2. How's Patrick doing? He's also down in both sectors. Makes his way to the pits though. We've got Patrick in the pits, Brewster in the pits. Ivan Samuel now backs off and goes into the pits. Alan Axon looks like he might have given up on this lap. I'd definitely say he's give up on this lap. Callum Wilson still heading the table. He has indeed. That's probably Axon's day done for the moment. Down across the line. Does not improve. Stays P6. And that's done for Axon. Only man left, well, only 2 left on the track are Callum Wilson and Sam Dowman, who's done a personal best in sector 1. Still time to improve here. Through Jim Clark, S's, and to Barcroft. Just have Sonny in, Sonny out to go. Ooh, on the ragged edge as he makes his way through. Sonny in. Down in sector 2 though. He's only a couple of attempts off Alan Axon here for P5. That's the checkered flag out. This will be the last lap for everyone. Around the hairpin. Is he going to try it? He is. He's going to see if he can improve. No improvement from Samuel Dowman, so he finishes that out in P6. Callum Wilson improves his lap time just to insert his dominance. It's Wilson, Patrick, Samuel, your top 3. Brewster, Axon, and Dowman are the rest of the top 6. There he is. That's your pole sitter for this evening. Race 1. As it has been for most of the night, most of the races, most of the rounds. Callum Wilson. Is anybody going to stop this guy? There we go. They both make their way back into the pits now. That is the end of qualifying, and Wilson is your pole sitter, and he is followed by Patrick. Samuel, Brewster, Axon, Dowman. They are the top 6. We will just be chilling for a moment while the grid is sorted out and if penalties are applied, things are checked. Cars off out onto the warm-up lap. Luke Simmons, absolute awesome qualifying up there in P7. His teammate down in P9, just behind in P9. Anthony Hyde, his return up into P8. So, first time on the track this evening, as it is Trebek and Bartley. Getting themselves a bit of a run in. Hugo Smeets of Hazard Light Racing. New to the Bvtcc, but they have made a very big impact and a very good impression. Stuart Bartley, who is fighting for the Jack Sears with William Martin, Jackson, Smeets, Simmons, Samuel and Brewster, I believe. No, Samuel. You know what? Let's just take a quick look at the standings. There we go. Stuart Bartley, Hugo Smith, William Martin, Lawrence Green, Simmons, Jackson, Tyrone, and Antonio, who I don't believe is with us anymore. So, yeah. That is the top of the Jack Sears. Oh, boys, everyone stopped. Okay. Here we go then. We are going to get underway right now. There we go. Is that, and we are off onto race 1. So there we go. Waiting for the last few to actually grid up. And as usual, it's always Simon Trebek who is one of the last ones. I think he uses it as a tactic. Yeah, it is literally just Trebek we're waiting for. Hopefully he doesn't miss the start. Tends to use every last second of the grid up. And they're gridded up. And away they go on their formation lap. On that formation lap, we're going to give you a rundown. The grid. Here we go. This is the grid for race 1. It is on pole position. We have Callum Wilson, and he is joined by Patrick in P2, Ivan Samuel is P3, and Dave Brewster with an impressive P4. P5 is Alan Axon, and he is joined by Samuel Dowman. 7th is Luke Simmons, best qualifying yet, and he is joined with Anthony Hyde in P8. P9 goes the way of Hugo Smith and Carl Colley rounding out the top 10. Aaron Jackson is 11th with William Martin 12th. 13th goes the way of Lawrence Green, and he has Tyrone Frith accompanying on 14th. Simon Trebek is 15th and Stuart Bartley is 16th. I'm sure we've lost somebody there. That is your grid for the first race of the evening. What I'm going to do is get rid of the music now. And we're going to sit back, relax, and enjoy the opening lap and see if anyone gets taken out by the tyre stack in the first corner. Quick run down to Clearview. Lining up. We'll see the man with the green flag. There he is. And it's a good start by Patrick. He gets a really good start, but from the back there we can see Anthony Hyde making an awesome start. Callum just manages to get his nose right in front. Alan Axon has managed to... Oh, and there's been contact. And that was Ivan Samuel that just got turned a little bit. He just come across the nose of Alan Axon, and there's not a lot he could have done about that. Ooh, big lap. And this is Brewster under pressure from Alan Axon in front as they make their way through. I don't know where they are. Where are they? They're up to the Jim Clark S's now. Patrick has got to pounce on that BMW of Callum Wilson. Let's get the leaderboard, shall we? There we go. Now we can see who is where, what is what, and it is Wilson. Wilson out in the lead by a second, but he has only one lap of boost available to him. See, Simon Trebek is falling back down the pack again. I'm not sure what's happening there. Dowman is all the way to the back from 6th. Wilson leading. Patrick, Brewster, Axon, Hyde and Cully are your top 6. Penalty for Trebek. Just getting bad for worse to this, but oh, and Patrick on the grass as they make their way down to Tower Bend. Think he might have gone off there. He has indeed. And it's 1, 2. He's lost 2 spaces, and he manages to just hold off Anthony Hyde, who's going to try around the outside of the Jim Clark S's. Well, that's Brewster up to P2. Wilson now, still out in the lead, 2.7 gone. Brewster P2. Action is P3. Patrick into the pits. I think he might have damage. Or is he going to drive through? Patrick's got to drive through. In the background there's Dowman and Simmons. Simmons just cutting across. I think he's going to drive through too. We've lost Tyrone Frith. This is now Smeets and Cully. Anthony Hyde find himself into P4. Lawrence Green getting it all wrong there, and that's allowing Patrick back through. Dowman is on the hunt. It's Cully and Smeets for that 5th position. Astra looking a bit battered and bruised. And that's Bartley off now. We've got Patrick. Oh, we've got 2 DNFs now. Unfortunately, Jackson's in the pit still. So is Simmons. And that's Patrick in the pits again. Brewster here now with Dowman. No, Dowman is a lap down. Somebody has just gone off, and that looks like Hugo Smeets into the barriers there at Sunny Out. It's Stuart Bartley with William Martin, who's up to P8, making a move as they make their way down to the complex. Just gets his nose in front, cuts off William Martin's face. Cully and Samuel now. Samuel back up from that earlier incident. Seen him drop to the very back of the field. Dowman now looking at green. Up the inside as they make their way to Clearview. Is it which one of them is going to yield? None of them on board with Dowman. Back of that Hyundai. And there is Ivan Samuel. That is why he is the independent championship leader. What a move. Right around the outside. Lawrence Green still keeping Dowman honest. Callum Wilson 3.6 away. 10 laps to go. No safety cars as yet, but then Dowman having another look as they make their way to the complex. Oh, a bit of a lock up by Lawrence Green. Up the inside goes Dowman. Can he make it stick? Does indeed. Next target will be William Martin. Camera is following Cully in that lonesome Astra. Oh, the bouncing got it all wrong as he went to Sunny in. Not really seen much of the leader here. He's just off he goes. This is Samuel catching Anthony Hyde. And a good rate of knots here. Patrick is in between the two of them. He's not obliged to let Patrick through. Here we go, this is the battle catching up for P4. Ivan Samuel drive of his life here to get back from last to 5th. Seven laps in the book. We've lost Trebek and Frith. Patrick, Simmons and Jackson are all 1 lap down. It's Wilson, Brewster, Axon, your top 3. Hyde, Samuel, Cully, Smeets, Bartley and Martin and Dowman round out the top 10. Here it is. Trying to get the undercut on board with Samuel. Looking at the back of that Honda of Anthony Hyde. Looks like Wilson is away like a scalded rat here. He's pretty untouchable in that BMW. I think we might have to ban it for next season, or everyone's just going to be in the Beamer. Closing. Samuel on the back of Anthony Hyde. Going defensive. Samuel up the inside with the outside for the next corner. It's not going to work there. Going to try and switch back for the hairpin. Going to force Anthony Hyde to be tight. And Anthony Hyde just literally shuts the door. Absolute amazing defense there. Nine down. 6 to go. Samuel having another look. Here we go. This is Stuart Bartley on Smeets now, and this is for P7. Sunny in, sunny out. Anthony Hyde just placing that car where it needs to be. Samuel's got a good run in here as they make their way to the complex, but he's not enough ahead. He's going to try and hang it around the outside, but can't do that. And he gets and he gets on the brakes late. Anthony Hyde shutting that door again. He's going to try again for the switch back around the hairpin, but Anthony Hyde is wise to it, and yet again covers off that inside line. See that Brewster is still just away in second place, and that's Aaron Jackson pulling out of the way of these two here. This is Sam Dowman and William Martin for 9th position. To drag race down to Clearview. Dowman's going to have this one. Oh, not necessarily. Sorry, but Martin's going to make him work for it. Back up here with this battle for P4. Bruce Sunny out. Anto making it, just making that car as wide as he can. But oh, and into the back of him goes Samuel. Try again for the switch back yet again. Still can't get it done. Anthony Hyde has more boost. And Samuel and he'll be using it. I'm pretty sure Wilson hasn't used a single drop of his. Anthony Hyde is literally placing that car every position to make it such a big barrier. This is Stuart Bartley on Smeets having a look around the outside of Clearview. Smeets got that one covered. Much better run out the exit here though. We all remember that tar stack there where Mr. Benton lost the wheel. This is Anthony Hyde again, into Sunny in, through Sunny out. He's a bit slow through Sunny out, and this is Bartley and Smeets. Jim Clark S's. No, it's not. Yes, it is. And still, Ivan Samuel can't find a way past Anthony Hyde for that P4. Bartley's got himself past Smeets and up into 7th. And here we are back again with Ivan Samuel and Anthony Hyde. Oh, Anto making a bit of a mistake there through Clearview. Keep seeing the same corner because I know. And still, he just can't find a way through. This is a stellar defence from Anthony Hyde for that P4. He's definitely going to be working for that. If you want to see what it's like, just pop over to his live stream and you'll see him probably sweating buckets at the moment, swearing heaps. Excuse me. And, oh, he's got it wrong there. Is that going to give Ivan the go-ahead? That's a look up the inside through the complex. Oh, Anthony Hyde gets that bit wrong, but manages to keep ahead. He's going to tighten it up round it. Oh! And still, Samuel just can't get his nose in front. Showing his intentions. He's might going to try for a dive there. Surely not. He thought about it. And again, you just can't find a way past Anto. Yeah, so if you want to check out Anto's stream, I can't remember what it's called. I'll tag it next time. Still, Ivan just can't find a way past. And Wilson is he's just walked away now. I can see that Alan Axon potentially getting closer to Dave Brewster here. He is indeed. We're just going to flick back to Anthony Hyde, and there it's Ivan Samuel up the inside, clear out, Sunny out, and he's gone again. Oh, what happened then? Oof! Bit of a late dive there from Anthony Hyde on Cully. This is the battle for P2. now got hotted up. Yeah, Alan Axon is. Oh, and Brewster runs wide. That allows Axon through into P2, and that's job done. Final lap. And this is Stuart Bartley on to the back of Anthony Hyde. Just going to snooze that advert for a couple of minutes. Brewster coming round. Kicking himself for losing that P2. Here is your race leader. And the checkered flag waving. And the first win of the evening goes to Callum Wilson. P2 will be Alan Axon of Unlimited Esports. Third will go the way of Dave Brewster. Fourth will be Anthony Hyde. Potentially, we're not quite done yet. Looks like Smeets might have given that, Samuel might have given that place back to Anthony Hyde there at the cost of another spot to Bartley. Just through the complex for the final time of this race. Anthony Hyde having to make that Honda very wide. As he pops himself through into P4 goes Anthony Hyde. Bartley is P4. Samuel is P5. Cully's 6. Smeet is 7. Damon 8. Cully's 7th. Smeet is 8th. Damon is 9th. Martin is 10th. Green is 11th. Patrick 12th. And Jackson 13th. So that is the end of that one. That's race 1 done and dusted. So I'm just going to put this up for a moment because I need the toilet really bad. And we are back. Here we are. Oh, that was timing, wasn't it? Look, there's an advert just finishing as well. There we go. You got a nice break now. Okay, so the grid is set for race 2. Hopefully, we can get going. Here we go. For race 2 of the evening. And we all know what race 3 is going to be. That is going to be a fantastic reverse grid, as it always is. Finds me. I must pop my little spinny wheel up. And here we go, back on. Oh, God. Just waiting for the last few to grid up, and as usual, we know who they are. So on the grid, they all are now ready to do the formation lap. And we will get that underway round about now. Possibly now. There we go. And off they go for the opening formation lap. So here we go. Starting order. On pole position we have Callum Wilson, and he is joined by Alan Axon. P3 is David Brewster, and he's joined by Anthony Hyde. P5 goes the way of Stuart Bartley, with Ivan Samuel for company in P6. Carl Cully is P7 with Hugo Smeets E8. Ninth is the way of, who is that? Samuel Downman, and he has William Martin in 10th. Lawrence Green is 11th, with Patrick going the way of 12th. In 13th, we will see Aaron Jackson, and he has Luke Simmons for company. Simon Trebek is in P15 with Tyrone Frith P16. And that, my friends, is the grid for race 2. Now, Luminot in this bedroom. Luminot. Hopefully, people can have a better race this time around. Last few cars funnel around the hairpin. Can anybody take it to Callum? Last car's just slotting into space in the background. That'll be Simmons. Watch the man with the green flag. I tell you what, I almost forgot about the sound. There's the green flag. Great start by Callum Wilson gets a good start. So does Alan Axon, and Anthony Hyde is already in front of Dave Brewster. He's making a move on Alan Axon, but he seems to back out of that one. And he almost ends up in the back. And it's too wide, guys. Excuse me. And that's not what Alan Axon wanted at the start. He just wanted to get away. And there's Tyrone Frith. What's happened to their cars? And Aaron Jackson going backwards. Here we go. There is Simon Trebek now. Up to 13th. This is Dave Brewster, and he's looking at the back of Stuart Bartley's Hyundai. And look at the front there. Look, and Alan Axon, he's taking it to Wilson. He's got to get it done within a lap or two before then BMW tyres switch on. But don't forget that these guys should be on the hard tyre. They are. Anthony, and that's a car in the background. That's Smeets. And here is, who is this? This is Simmons, and that's Simon Trebek getting his way past. Simmons is going to get 2 for 1 here, Trebek. And he's done it. He's got them both. And that's Trebek up to P8. Wilson's still out in the lead from Axon. Oh, and there's a car in the background. That's a big crash. That's a huge crash. That's going to cause a safety car. It hasn't. I don't know why it hasn't. It should have. Patrick and Brewster before. What has happened to Anthony Hyde? He slipped all the way down to P7. This is just the soft tyre runners versus the hard tyre runners. Bartley is reeling these two in. Bouncing all over the shop in that Hyundai. This is, we are on board with, who we on board with? We are on board with, that's Simmons. And this is Bartley. Look, he is closing up on the two in front. They're not getting away. Big lock up from Callum Wilson there as they make their way to the hairpin. But these two, Patrick and Bartley, both on soft tyres. Trebek is kind of like stuck now behind Anthony Hyde. Wilson still banging in quick laps. Oh, gets the corner wrong for Alan Axon there. And that allows Bartley ever closer. It's Anthony Hyde and Simon Trebek. Not a lot Anthony Hyde can do there. He's on the hard tyres. And we're back up front here with Alan Axon, who is now defending his life from Bartley and Patrick. Ooh, late on the brakes. Simon Trebek threw Sonny in. He's going to have a look at Sonny out. No, he changes his mind. We all know that Anthony Hyde can make that Honda as wide as a bus. Oh, Simon Trebek on the outside of Anthony Hyde. He's going to try for the switchback around the hairpin. He's probably going to get it done because he's got much better traction. That's Bartley getting through on Alan Axon. And is that a bit of rain? Is there rain? The wipers are on. We've lost Lawrence Green. Jump on board with Patrick. Yep, it is definitely raining, but I don't think it's enough to cause an issue with the tyres at the moment. Patrick is eating away at this lead. There's Simon Trebek still trying to find a way past Anthony Hyde. If he can get past him pretty sharpish, he can be up there in the top three for sure. 10 laps to go. And that is Stuart Bartley being hounded now by Alan Axon again. Simon Trebek still looking for a way past Anthony, and he's got it there. Anthony Hyde outbraked himself, and that's Stuart Bartley through. Great move by Stu. And this is Patrick for the lead. He's got to do his plate safe, and this could be a win for Patrick. Raining, but it's not raining enough to completely wet the circuit. Looking left, looking right. I think Patrick's going to have this. You know, he's on the softer tyres, and he's got him. He's up the inside, down the straight as they make their way down to Clearview now. Is he going to have the run? I reckon Callum's going to be on his boost there, and he's managed to get his nose in front, and that's Patrick taking the lead. And that's down to the soft tyres there. We can see that Callum just conceded that one with a flash of the lights. Alan Axon is holding on to P4 at the moment, but he's got Samuel following him very closely, but Simon Trebek is also catching these guys in front. Brewster now is catching up with Anthony Hyde. Not sure if he's got a problem with that car, but after a disappointing race one for Patrick, he's definitely redeemed himself here for race two. And that is Hugo Smeets and William Martin for P9. Again, these two are fighting in the Jack's ears, so, you know, they are with every right. And that William Martin running a little wide there. Ooh, and Smeet gets it a little wrong with the braking, but Martin lives for another corner to fight another day. Patrick is still out in the lead. That's the gap now. He's 1.7. Trebek, oh, it looks a little wet down there at the start of Clearview. Drag race down to Clearview for William Martin and Hugo Smeets for P9. Smeets has got the inside lane. Is William going to let him go? No, he's not. He's going to try and hang it out, and he does hang it out. Keeps that P9. We've got a yellow in sector 1. That potentially, and this is Simon Trebek now on the back of Samuel. Patrick is 2 seconds down the road now. This is on board with Trebek. He's going to get a good run at Sonny out here. So Samuel shuts that door. Alan Axon. Looks like Simon Trebek is going to try and go for the undercut. Much better tyres, and he gets that done easily. Job done. Now, is it going to be a switch over for Trebek and Axon? Samuel doesn't look like he's giving up anytime soon, but he does concede now. And here we are on board with Smeets, who's still having a look at William Martin for that. And they both run wide out the cut, out the hairpin. Who gets back on the track first? It's Smeets who gets the extra bit of boost. And Anthony Hyde all the way down to P10. William Martin P9. Ivan Samuel P6. The two unlimited eSport drivers there running nose to tail. That's Simon Trebek and Alan Axon. Are they going to do a bit of team orders and switch over? They are indeed. There you go. And Alan Axon lets his teammate through, and we knew that was coming because he's on much softer tyres. He's got a much better chance of catching Bartley. And even Wilson, to be fair, there's 6 laps to go. Rain still lingering, but not enough to wet the circuit. There's Stuart Bartley. We could just see him just slightly in the distance. Let's check on and Stuart. There's Stu. Callum Wilson in the pits. What's he doing? Looks like he's changing his tyres. He's changing for wets. Surely not. Patrick, Bartley and Trebek, your top 3. Surely Wilson isn't changing for wet. In the pit comes Anthony Hyde. Track's a little damp, but I can't see it being completely wet enough for wet. If that is what indeed he has gone on to. See if we can check the side of the tyre wall. He has indeed. He has. He's gone on to wets here. Callum. I think that's a big mistake. We'll check on here. Can't see. That means he's on wets. 5 laps to go. Patrick leading, Bartley, and then Trebek. Simmons with a penalty. It's going to drop him down even further. Trebek closing in on Bartley. Rain doesn't seem to be that bad anymore now. It's going to be good. The sun in the background. 4 laps remaining. Patrick has got this one pretty much wrapped up as long as he can keep it on the black stuff. A little bit greasy there through the bloody hell, I forgot what I was saying. Anthony Hyde just getting out of the way of these two. And Stuart Bartley. Why is Stuart Bartley let him through? Oh, it looks like he's struggling here. Patrick in the pits now. Why is Patrick in the pits? Surely he's not getting wet. Well, he is. The ones that you can see where there is no tyre, that is wet. I don't know why it's not showing up as a tyre. Patrick, why is... This is on board with Callum Wilson. It was fighting with William Martin. Bartley has lost his top 3 here to Ivan Samuel. Callum Wilson up the inside of William Martin. That rain is definitely slowing down now. You can see it. There's next to no rain left anywhere. So hopefully Callum Wilson can switch them tyres on quickly. And there goes Patrick through past Damon. And there's already a dry line occurring. $13 in the book now, just about to start. No, we're not. We're already done lap 13. We've lost Cully. Wolf Frith has got to keep doing it, keep going, and he'll find himself in P12, picking up points. Wilson up to P6. There's already a dry line forming. It's not going to help at the moment. You can see the dry line there, look. Patrick straight on. Oh, and he gets a lock up and he's made a complete hashish of that. Because of the dry line now, then wet tyres will be warming up and they'll be just moving the tread blocks everywhere. This is Damon and Martin for that 9th position. They're all just teetering around, and that's, oh, Damon almost into the back of Martin. And that's Callum Wilson through on Bartley, and Brewster up into P4, having a great little battle here, having a great little game here. So it is now 14 laps out of 15. I don't think Wilson is going to get into the top 3. I think they're just too far away. But he's yet to get past Brewster as well. We've got a yellow in sector 3. To me, it looks like it is completely drying out now. Gets underneath. Oh, onto the grass. Squeezes his way through. I mean, there is a huge gap to Samuel, P3. And I just don't think them tyres they're going to last that long. Here's Damon. Martin still for P9. Smeets off up in front there. We're on board with Dowman. Gets himself past William Martin for P9. William Martin having a couple of good races here, finishing in the top 10 potentially twice. There's Brewster. He's lost out to Patrick as well now. Anthony Hyde in the pits again. And we're on to lap 15. This is the final lap. There is literally, have a look, 6 seconds between Wilson and Samuel. There's Callum Wilson. Can we see Samuel? Not quite. Can flick onto him. There's Samuel. I just don't think he's going to have enough in the tank to get to these guys. William Martin still behind Dowman. P10. Skating around on the slippery surface. And there's Simon Trebek doing a rain dance. He's the master of tippy toe. And he's got himself up into the lead and just about to take the win for race 2. And it'll be a 1-2 for Unlimited Esports. Trebek taking the win in race 2, and Alan Axe and his teammate P2. Samuel gets himself into a podium position too. Does he? Let's have a look. Keep looking in the background, and there's the, oh my god, and that's so close. And now it's going to be a drag race all the way down to the start, but is he going to make it? Samuel is going to keep off, and he's going to stave off Wilson. 4P3. 4th goes the way of Wilson. 5th is Patrick, and 6th is Brewster. Bartley will come across the line in P7. Smeets has had him. Dowman is 9th. William Martin is 10th. And Anthony Hyde 11th. So, wow. What? Second race. We had a bit of rain. It dried out. And then it didn't dry out. And then that was some good racing by all, especially the 2 Unlimited Esports drivers. Literally played a blinder there. They have most definitely closed the gap on the championship leader now, especially Simon Trebek has definitely gained a few points on Wilson there.
Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. Just shut up.
What we're going to do now is we are going to do the Wheel of Fortune, and we're going to see who takes pole position in race 3. Do I have it on here? There it is. There it is. You can see it. That'll do. Okay, so we have numbers 6 to 12 on here. They're all in a random order, and this will decide who is going to go on pole position for race 3. We all know it is a reverse grid, and it is number 6. Brewster gets himself on pole position for race 3. That is Dave Brewster for pole position. I'm going to hang my be right back sign, and I shall be right back. Okay, I am back and we're just about to jump into race 3. So I need to just skip the next session. There we go. Here we go, final race of the evening. It is the reverse grid. I am hot. It is very warm in here. I'm pretty sure my computer is about 75 degrees at the moment. I have 3 fans on the go. There's 3 monitors on the go. There's a lot of electrical equipment in here, and I am freaking hot. It's looking a bit cloudy. So we might even get some rain here. Still got, I'm going to snooze that advert. Lights are on for Brewster. He means business. Waiting for Trebek. As usual, we're always waiting for Trebek. Oh, that's better. Whew, bloody warm. There we go. Cars are on the move. What am I doing? I forgot what I was doing. I know what I was doing. Haha. Okay, so here we go. We are on the final race of the evening. 15 more laps. It's all over and done with. This is your starting order for race 3. Brewster takes pole position and he's joined by Patrick in P2. Callum Wilson is P3 with Ivan Samuel P4. P5 goes the way of Alan Acton and he is joined by his teammate Simon Trebek in P6. Hugo Smeet 7th, Stuart Bartley P8. P9, that goes to Sam Dowman. P10 is William Martin with Anthony Hyde in P11 and Aaron Jackson in P12. Thirteenth is Luke Simmons and he is joined by Lawrence Green, and then we have Tyrone Frith in P15. That is the grid order for race. So we will just be going round to do the final warm-up of the evening. Looking a bit grey in places. All the cars filter around. Keep an eye on the guy in the left right hand corner with the flag. There he goes, flags out. And off they go, and it's a good start by Brewster. Trebek making a launch from the line there. And it looks like it's Patrick and Brewster. And it's going to be Patrick who takes this one. He's in front, and that's him done there. He's made himself through. Patrick into P1. Oh, and Anthony Hyde is getting all roughed up again in the background there. And he's sideways. And that is I'm pretty sure that was Anthony Hyde going the wrong direction. Oh, Brewster late on the brakes. Wilson up the inside. Brewster trying to fight back. Trebek up the inside of Dowman. Trebek has slipped right back here. Trebek having a bit of a little cheeky nudge there on the back of Dowman. The Martin down in 14th. Again, needs to look like he needs to get past Dowman very quickly here to start banging some points in. Banging some laps in and getting up with those guys up in front, which it is. 5 for the lead at the moment. Patrick, Wilson, Brewster, Samuel. Oh, Wilson gets it all wrong coming out of the chicane there, and that's going to give Brewster a huge run on him. Manages to keep that P2, but that's relieved the pressure off Patrick now. Trebek still not past Damon, and here we are on board with Brewster looking at the back of Wilson. Seems to be struggling a little bit with that BMW now. Forward focus is all over the back of that BMW. Stuck to him like a cheap suit. Trebek just still can't get past Damon, and this is just... he's just watching the 5 in front just disappear. Remember, Wilson has only got 1 lap of boost to use. Brewster will have the full allocation of laps. Patrick setting the fastest lap. There's Bartley through on Smeets. Oh dear God, and that was Simmons getting sideways. And we've lost Frith, unfortunately. The end of lap 4, it's Patrick, Wilson, Brewster, your top 3. They are then joined by Samuel, Axon, Dowman and Trebek. Bartley P8, Smeets P9 and Simmons P10. There is Stuart Bartley power sliding the Hyundai on board with Trebek again, still looking at the back of Dowman's Honda as they go through the complex. Only 5/10 separate the leaders now. I mean, there's less than 2 seconds to separate the top 4. There is the top four. Wilson, new lap time. On the back of Patrick. Looks like he's going to try and set it up around the exit of the chicane. Doesn't quite get it going. The good though, and look at the that's the boost there. That is the boost. Brewster needs to get up the inside of him for that corner, not the outside. Through now as they make their way to Jim Clark S's. Patrick got it all kinds of wrong there. That's going to allow Wilson to catch up. Through Barcroft. Sonny in now. Four for the lead. Patrick still holding tight. This is Wilson looking at the back of Patrick. Trebek has still not got past Dowman, and they are... Oh, and that's a big mistake by Patrick. They're side by side, so are the two behind. It's Patrick and Wilson, and it's Brewster and Ivan. Switch back from Wilson, doesn't quite have the speed to do it. He's trying around the outside. That's not going to work. That's going to allow Brewster to get right back on the inside now. On board. We ride with Wilson. Looks like he's going to try and send it, but Brewster's right up there. He's going to try and send it. Forcing Patrick a little wide there. And this is going to put him curiously on the wrong side of the track as they make their way to through Jim Clark S's, and it all just sets itself back up nicely. Patrick still manages to stay in the lead there. How? I don't know. Patrick defending. Oh, but Wilson gets underneath, but Patrick manages to get his elbows out and keep himself in the lead. That's going to give Brewster a good run on Wilson now. Wilson's going to lose P2 here by the looks of it. If he does indeed, he's lost it. And now Dowman and Trebek have got on the back of this party. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars now that are trying to fight for the lead. Brewster now all over the back of Patrick. This could be a Brewster chance. Whoa, Patrick cocking that leg of that Toyota. Now Wilson is being dropped a little bit here, so oh, it's a power slide in that Ford Focus through the S's there. They make their way to Sonny in. Alan having a look at Dowman. This is more like it. This is much more like it. Patrick, elbows out. This is mine. I don't want to give it up. Brewster trying everything. Patrick is super defensive. Patrick will have a limited amount of boost compared to Brewster. Across the line, start lap 8. It's Patrick, Brewster, Wilson, Samuel, Axel, Dowman, Trebek. All covered by just over 2 seconds. I'm still waiting for somebody to clip that tyre wall on board with Brewster. Still looking at the back of that Toyota. Oh, Patrick sideways. That's going to give Brewster a good run. Manages to hold off. Bit of a love tap, Brewster. Look at that, less than a second separate the top four. And Trebek still cannot find a way past Dowman. And the longer these lot are together, we can see that Bartley is slowly joining the party. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the lead. Jesus. This is probably one of the closest races we've ever had. Patrick is trying everything. Samuel having a look up the inside. He's going to try it up the inside. Oh, Wilson, no, he's not. He's just slots back in just behind. Oh, Patrick hits that. His tyre's gone, and that's... Oh, no. 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 No! That is the curse of the commentator. Absolutely gutted for Patrick. So it's Wilson, Samuel, Acton, Trebek, Brewster, Dowman, Bartley, Smeets, Green, Hyde, Jackson and Martin. The only remaining cars. Like it's raining again. Missed that about an hour and a half. So I've got a safety car. This will just be to clear up some of the debris that is on track. Jackson in the pits. Oof. Don't know what happened then. Bit of touch and go there between the two in the background. Get out before the pit, the safety car comes past. I don't know what the safety car was doing then, but he decided he was going to weave all over the track. Here we go. Safety car will be in this lap. It is raining. I don't know, from our radar it doesn't look like it's going to be overly too bad. Potentially. Wilson, Samuel, Axon, Trebek, Brewster, your top 5. Dowman, Bartley, Smeets, Green, Hyde, Martin and Jackson finish off the grid. Jackson's got a penalty, not sure what for. But away they go, they start the fifth, the green flags are flying again, and off they go again. It is now a little bit wet by the looks of it. Looks quite wet now. 5 to go. Wilson scampering away. The rain is starting to come down a bit now. Alan Axon, MP3. Wilson is literally just scampering away up front, even with this weather. Rain is getting a little worse by the looks of it. The cars are just tippy-toeing around now. It's not even worth anybody pitting. It's not worth pitting. You'd lose a lot more time pitting than you would gain on coming on the wet tyres. This is where Simon Trebek should come into his element. He is the tippy-toe king. Alan Axon making a move on Samuel for P2. Can he get it stopped in time? Slows it down enough. Just doesn't get the traction on the exit, although he might. He's got the inside line for Jim Clark S's. Oh, they lean on each other. Alan runs a little wide. But the rain is getting quite nifty now down there in Croft. Puddles forming. 3 laps to go. Axon thinking about it. He looks like he's going to get it done. Oh, he just gets a little wide. pretty sure you got a nudge from Ivan there, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, the rain could have some factor. But how's Wilson stretching his lead? Bartley up the inside of Smeets. That's the P7. That's job done. Oh, Ivan's running a little wide there. And all this is actually allowing Wilson to just get away up ahead. After the first race, looks like Trebek has had two decent races, and Patrick almost had a really good race with this one. Fortunately, just a little too close to that barrier, and that was the end of his race. Up until that point, it was looking very, very good. He's the only battle at the moment that is close enough. And this is P2, Axon and Trebek. Just coming through now, through Croft, sunny in, sunny out, the complex. And then we'll be starting the last lap of this race. Everybody is just absolutely tippy-toeing around. Apart from Wilson out in front, who is still pulling a gap on these guys. There he is, Wilson out in front. Rain is absolutely atrocious now. Lap 17, still only 12 running. Only 12? Still 12 running. The rain is absolutely pouring it down. Look at the spray. I've got to give these drivers their due. They're still on slick tyres. And gets it slowed down just in time. So does Patrick. Patrick's not even there. So does Trebek. Wilson tippy-toeing round the last bit of the complex. Tippy-toe round. Ooh, sideways he goes. Tippy-toe, let it just coast around that last straight. And over to the line he comes to take his second win of the night. Wilson, another win in the book. Samuel, P2, Axon P3, Trebek P4, P5 goes the way of Brewster. Just. Bartley is P6. Darwin 7th, Smeets is 8th, Green is 9th, 10th is Martin, 11th is Hyde, Aaron Jackson rounding out top 12. Oof, so that was a rather interesting last race. Where'd that rain come from? Well, there was only a smattering of a shower in Croft when I last checked the weather. There we go. That is, as we say, all she wrote. An interesting one. Very wet now. The rain is absolutely hammering it down. They'll be back next time at our most famous track. Our famous track, one of our favourites, Knockhill, in the heart of Scotland. I'd just like to say thank you very much everyone for joining. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all. Have the best of evenings, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Goodbye now.